Yo, what's up? So today I'm going to be showing you the best method to get Clovers, lucky gifts, and leprechaun keys all in one video. If this does help you out, make sure you leave a like and you subscribe. It is much appreciated. And also the support on the channel has been pretty amazing. I appreciate every single one of you that has been watching recently. Obviously, I know I've come back to YouTube after quite a long break, so it means a lot to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you one of my precious huge pets. Now, I love my huge pets very much, so whoever gets this, you need to look after it, all right? Now, I'm probably going to give away a happy rock or something. I don't really know. You know what? Let's give away this huge bison, just because I think the bison actually looks pretty cool. So yeah, pretty much just comment down your username, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, you know, all of that stuff. And I'll just select a random comment with their username in the next video. So my next video, I will reveal the winner. So yeah, I'll send it over the gift system. Okay, so anyway, basically, yeah, this video is a best method video, and it's pretty much obviously for the keys, for the gifts, for the Clovers. But in order to be able to get the gifts, you need Clovers. So the order that it's in is actually Clovers, gifts, and then keys, because yeah, you can't get gifts without Clovers and you can't get keys without gifts. So essentially, the best method for step one is the Clovers. Now, the Clovers is what you make gifts into, these things. And then obviously once you've got 10, you can make one gift. Now, the best way to get these Clovers is definitely from this area, which I'm actually going to put my pets on right now. And you will see I'm actually going to get a Clover literally any second. You do get Clovers pretty often in this area, I won't lie. Like literally every few minutes, I want to say. Oh, there we go. I got one. Now, if your entire purpose is just to get Clovers so you can get the lucky gifts, don't do the raids, because inside the raids the drop rate for the Clovers is pretty terrible, I won't lie. Like, I did this for hours and hours, the raids, and I basically got like no Clovers at all. I don't know why the drop rate is so low, but it just is. I mean, as you can see, I'm currently level 968. Yep, I have no life this event, all right? So I know inside the raid, you don't get any Clovers, which, by the way, comment down below what level you are. I'm actually very curious to know. So pretty much in this event, everything like more XP, more coins, better stuff, it's all in the raids. But for this one scenario, I actually recommend that you AFK here if you're just trying to get Clovers, because like I said, the drop rate here is really good for Clovers. As you can see, I've got another one. Now, there are a few things you can do to speed up your progress to get even more. First thing I want to quickly mention is boosts and potions do not work inside of this spawn room, which, by the way, don't get confused, because inside the raid, fruits and potions do actually work. But inside this spawn room, fruits and potions don't work, so there's no point putting them on if you're going to go AFK for a long time. That being said, one thing that does work is hasty flags. Well, actually, well, any flag works, but I always put on hasty flags, because if you put on hasty flags, they break stuff quicker, which basically is going to speed up the process on with how many Clovers you can get in the long run. I think, look, you can place down 5 hours worth, so that's pretty good if you're going to go AFK for a long time. Now, enchantments, here is my enchantment loadout. I don't know if this is the best in the world. This is just what I rock with, and it's been very effective for me when trying to get Clovers. So first of all, I've got a super magnet book on, because if you don't know, in the spawn room of the event, the critical books and the strength books do not work. Inside the raids, these do actually work, but in this room, they don't. I know it's a bit weird, but that's just how it works for some reason. So because those books in particular don't work, pretty much what we have done for our loadout is we have put on speed books. For some reason, the strength doesn't work, but speed works. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't make the rules. You know what I'm saying? I just follow them. But pretty much, I put on speed books just to speed up the pet so they can break stuff faster. I've also got magic orbs on, because yeah, these work in the spawn room as well. These just spawn an orb companion that fires at nearby breakables, pretty much just breaking stuff faster. And then I've also got 2 happy pets book on as well, which just makes them move faster and slightly more attack speed. So yeah, if you want to copy my loadout, there you go. And you know what? While we're at it, I'll just quickly show you my loadout for the raids. It's got nothing to do with this video in particular, but just in case you're curious, this is my loadout for when I'm actually playing the game in the raids. So I've got 2 strong pets X on, criticals, 2 of those, level 10, Speed V, tap power, and magic orb. I won't lie, this does kind of switch a little bit, but yeah, that's just what I've got on when I'm doing the raids. But when I'm AFKing in this area, going for the clovers, I have this loadout. So yeah, if you've got that enchantment loadout, the hasty flags, and you're also obviously farming away, then you should get a decent amount of clovers. Especially if you AFK for a lot of hours. You'll come back and you should have quite a few. Now, obviously, once you got loads of clovers, come over to the leprechaun machine, because every 10 clovers, you can make 1 lucky gift, which is really good. Obviously, I don't actually have many clovers right now. That's mainly because I actually did convert all of them not so long ago. I think I had like 3,000 earlier, and I think I have still quite a few lucky gifts as well. I did have way more because I opened quite a few. So now that you got tons of clovers and you've made them into well, once you've transferred your clovers into gifts, you can then spam open the gifts and try and get a key. One thing I will say is they have nerfed the leprechaun key a lot. Before, it was way easier to get these keys. As you can see, I've got 26. That was before the nerf. Before, I was getting so many. I wish I would have took advantage of that and got way more keys. As you can see, the price went up, which, by the way, if you don't know, let me quickly show you this tweet. So from this guy called Joey, his username is Coder Joey. Basically, he tweeted out, which, by the way, he's a developer for big games. I don't know if I even mentioned that, but pretty much he posted the patches, like the patch notes. And I mean, you can read that if you want. Pretty much just increase damage, increase XP, you know, just loads of good stuff. But one thing he did mention is he made it so leprechaun keys are now tradable. So if you didn't know, these keys weren't tradable before, but now they are, which is pretty good. To be honest, I don't really know why they weren't tradable in the beginning. I really don't know, but for some reason they made that decision. Obviously later on, they have made it so they are now tradable. And they are worth a lot of gems. They are worth 2 million gems each. So really good. So if you got a ton of keys before and you still have them in your inventory, then you're in luck, because obviously they're worth 2 million each. You can sell these and make a lot of money. But like I said earlier, the drop rate for the keys have actually been nerfed quite heavily. So they are no longer easy to get, unfortunately. Also, one quick note, if you're going to open a ton of gifts, you can go into the settings, like click the pets button, click settings, click keybinds. And I've actually already got it set up, but I'll do it again. So yeah, go into keybinds, add a keybind. And you can do this with anything, by the way. You can do this with gifts. You can do this with potions, eggs, literally anything. But for the sake of this scenario here, I'll do the lucky gifts. So search what you want. There's the lucky gift. Confirm. And then you can set a keybind. Obviously, make sure it's a keybind that you've not got set. So don't set it to W, because then you won't be able to walk forward. You know what I'm saying? Set it to something you're not using. So I'll set it as P. And pretty much whenever I click my P on my keyboard now, this menu will pop up. So instead of having to, you know, go through my items and find it and then click it, I can just click P. And it's really good. Look, it's so much easier. I can actually just spam it like this. So that's how you can open like hundreds of gifts at a time, basically. Really, really OP, especially when you spam it. And yeah, you can open your gifts really, really fast. And yeah, I got quite a few. I actually got a key there and also got some boosts. So that's very nice. Okay, so anyway, I appreciate you watching. Also, one quick thing before I end this video off is I did notice actually earlier when I shown you my loadout for the raids, I had 2 speed books on, and I'm actually not sure why. So I've kind of switched it up again. I've gone for 3 damage books, 3 critical books, and 2 magic orbs. That is my current raid loadout. I don't know. Like I said, this kind of always changes, to be honest with you. I'm always just trying to, you know, switch it up. I think I had a tap power on as well. I've kind of taken that off. Just always trying to change it up, trying to see what works best. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Just thought I'd quickly mention that I don't actually have speed on anymore. I don't really know why it was on, to be completely honest. But yeah, I appreciate you watching though, all the way to the end. I tell you what, if you did make it to the end, actually, let me see. What can the secret comment be? Comment down below Apple, all right? But don't make it obvious. All right. If you made it to the end, comment down Apple. You might have a slight, I probably shouldn't say this, but you might have a slightly higher chance of winning the giveaway. I don't know. Maybe. I can't guarantee anything, but yeah. Comment down Apple, but don't make it obvious that that's the secret word, all right? I want to see who's made it to the end. But yeah, I do appreciate you. You're an absolute legend, and I'll see you in the next one.